Hello and welcome back everyone. So in this video we will look at another front-end interview problem. So this problem states that we are given a function and we need to memorize the function's output in the way that suppose if a function takes a much longer time to calculate or compute one response, then if we run the function again for the same set of arguments, it should not take that much amount of time that it took earlier, but it should give us the cached response, the response that it calculated prior to this. Like say if we have a factorial function and we run factorial of 100, then we know that factorial of 100 takes a bit amount of time to run because it needs to go recursively and call the multiplication on every previous number. But if we call the factorial of 100 second time, like if we call it second time, then it should not take that much long. It should just give us the output that it computed in its first run. So we'll try to implement a cached function, a memoized version of a function which first calculate and which first check whether it has calculated the response for the same set of arguments. If it has calculated the response earlier for the same set of arguments, we'll just return that cached response, the earlier response, else we'll compute the new response, save it in our cache and then return it. So we'll just try to code this up. We know that memorize returns a function, a new function. So we'll just return a function here. And this will take in arguments, right? And at the top level, we will create our cache object. So we need this cache object to check whether we will store key value against this cache object. The key will be the set of arguments, and we'll check whether the key or the arguments have already been called with the function once. So we'll just check if, like first calculate the key here. We'll stringify the arguments. We'll stringify all the arguments because the like the key should be a string here. So we'll just stringify the arguments and we will check if cache has key or not. If the key is present in the cache or not, that means whether the function has been called with the same set of arguments or not. If they have been called, we'll just return the key inside we'll just return the value inside that cache. Else, we will do is we will compute the response from the function. We call the function here and we will compute the response. Store this inside the cache. So next time we call this thing again, we'll return from the cache itself and return the response. So I'll just save this and run this and refresh this. And we can see we are getting the output here 2 times. So first output takes a bit amount of time. The next output we find it in the cache itself and we don't call the function itself here. So I'll just console log here. So we know that we run inside this if log. So found in cache, not running the function again. So I'll just save this and rerun this. And we know that first time we need to compute the result, but second time we found the answer in cache itself and we didn't run the function again and we just returned the response here. So this was a pretty basic example of memorizing a function output. Hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe and I'll see you in next one.